When the Holy Spirit takes over your life, the first thing that changes is not your surroundings, but your inner world, because the Holy Spirit does not enter loudly or forcefully, but gently, like a quiet authority that begins rearranging your thoughts, desires, and convictions from the inside out. And suddenly, the things that once controlled you lose their grip, while things you once ignored start to matter deeply. Your conscience becomes sharper, not to condemn you, but to guide you, and you begin to feel an internal nudge that redirects your words before they leave your mouth, your reactions before they turn into regret, and your decisions before they lead you into destruction. And this is when you realize that self-control is no longer something you strain for, but something that flows naturally because the Spirit is producing it within you. As the Holy Spirit takes over, your hunger changes because you start craving truth more than entertainment, prayer more than noise, and peace more than validation. And even though you may not become perfect overnight, you become aware of God's presence in ordinary moments, aware of spiritual battles you once dismissed, and aware that your life is now part of something eternal. Fear begins to lose its authority because the Spirit replaces it with assurance. Not the absence of problems, but the confidence that you are not facing them alone. And this assurance shows up in moments when you should panic, but instead feel an unexplainable calm. A calm that does not make sense logically, but anchors your soul firmly. When the Holy Spirit takes over, your relationships are affected because you begin to love differently, forgive faster, and see people not just as they are, but as God sees them, which challenges you because the Spirit will often push you to show grace when your flesh wants revenge, to stay quiet when you want to defend yourself, and to speak truth when silence would be easier. Your prayers change too, because they become less about impressing God and more about aligning with Him. And sometimes you won't even know what to pray, yet you will feel deeply understood, as if God is interpreting the groans of your heart into something meaningful. Conviction becomes a daily companion, not as shame, but as refinement, because the Holy Spirit does not expose sin to humiliate you, but to heal you. And this means certain habits, conversations, and environments will start feeling uncomfortable, not because they're suddenly worse, but because you are becoming different. When the Holy Spirit takes over, obedience becomes personal because you're no longer following rules out of fear, but responding to relationship out of love. And this is why you may feel led to do things that make no sense to others, like apologizing when you're not fully at fault, giving when you're unsure how you will be replenished, or walking away from opportunities that look good on the outside but feel wrong in your spirit. Your identity begins to shift because you stop defining yourself by your past, your failures, or even your successes, and instead you start seeing yourself as someone chosen, guided, and empowered by God.